Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you a huge Sephora haul from the VIB sale. Here is my box. A lot of stuff, but there are a lot of things I have not opened, a couple things that I have opened, and I just wanted to share with you the things that I picked up. I really don't think that 15% is like the greatest deal, like for people that are VIB Bruges like myself who are spending all that money every year. So I was kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna buy that much. And then I walked into the store and of course, or rather I got online and I bought like 5,000 things. So much for my not thinking 15% is a great deal. So the first thing that I picked up was these Sephora rose wipes. You guys have probably seen on my channel before that I really like these wipes because I love the way they smell. I feel like they're really gentle on the face. Many times these wipes will burn my skin a little bit, especially near my eye area. And like, for example, I think the Neutrogena ones do that to me. And I think I tried some Burt's Bees ones that did that to me. And then there's one group, I've tried a bunch of the Pond's ones. The exfoliating Pond's ones also kind of irritate my skin a little bit. These are very gentle. They don't make my face red. They don't make my face burn, and they smell awesome. So I picked up another package. I leave these in my call bag at work and I take off my makeup at night with those. And I also use them here. So I just got an extra package of those. And then I picked up these Milk eye pigments. These are really expensive. They're $24. It is a huge tube. I think probably you just use like a tiny drop of them and they go a really long way. But I still feel like I wish they came in smaller packages because I really wanted to try a lot of the colors, but I felt like $24 was so expensive. So I ended up buying two. One is Jam Room. It's this lavender color and I actually ordered it online. But then I went in store and tried it on and it is like this very, very kind of bright lavender color, which I think is really pretty, but I don't think I'm gonna wear it often enough to justify the cost. So I'm gonna exchange this one for the more taupey color one, I think. And then the other one I picked up, which I think is gonna be a very wearable color, is called After Party, which is like a pinkish champagne-ish color. And it, I think is gonna be a great all over the lid color for every day. And let me just tell you, when I swatch these in the store, you guys, they do not come off. You have to have an oil-based like makeup remover to get them off. They totally stick on your hand. And then after I put those on my hand, I was trying on some different eyeshadow swatches on my hand, literally could not get the makeup off. Had to go like to the lady and say, where do you keep an oil-based eye makeup remover? Because I can't get the stuff off of my hand. So I think these are gonna serve as a great primer and I think they're gonna look beautiful on their own and they're not gonna move. I think that these are probably gonna be awesome for the summer. If you want something waterproof on your eyes, this is your product right here. Does not come off. So the other thing that I picked up was an It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara replacement. I am gonna be posting a March and April favorites on Thursday, and I forgot to mention this as a favorite for the last 2 months. I purchased this in January maybe, and I really almost never buy high-end mascaras because I just think there's so many good mascaras at the drugstore, and I decided to try this and I am absolutely loving it. I think it's a great mascara. It's so lengthening, and I've been using that Rodan & Fields Lash growth serum and it's really working, and this with the Lash growth serum to me makes me look like I have false lashes on. So I love this mascara and I repurchased it, and of all the high-end mascaras I have ever owned, I think that's the best. It's the one that's worth the price. Otherwise, I would say just go buy your Maybelline Rocket Volume from the grocery store because that is another awesome mascara. Anyway, the next thing that I bought was this Lancome Tiente Ultra 24-hour makeup, and the shade that I wear is 160 Ivoire. It's a warm shade. All of my shades are usually warm. I have a little bit of yellow in my skin. So anyway, this is the most fabulous foundation. I got a sample or two of it a couple of months ago just to try it out, and I've been wearing it every day. I'm wearing it right now on my skin. I think that this is maybe one of the most impressive foundations that I've ever tried. I feel like every foundation, if you get close enough to somebody, you can see it on the skin. I do not feel that way for this foundation. I feel like it is completely the most beautiful, blendable foundation that you cannot see at all, no matter how you apply it. Like, you just can't see it. It's so beautiful. I've applied it with my hands. I've applied it with a beauty blender. I've applied it with my fake Artiste brush, and every way I apply it, it looks amazing. And you can't see that I'm wearing foundation. My skin just looks more perfected. I think it is a beautiful foundation. It lasted most of the day. It's got a satin to matte finish, I would say. It does not last as long as my my Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, which you're gonna hear this little spiel again in my favorites for Thursday, but it is still a fabulous foundation. It's got SPF 15. American Academy of Dermatology actually recommends that you use SPF 30 every day on a daily basis. So I would still wear SPF underneath this if you decide to go buy this, because it's only 15. So next thing is this Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I have to tell you, when I first saw these Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes, I was like so offended. I was like, there is nobody in the world that needs to spend that amount of money on eyeshadows. It is ridiculous. There are so many good eyeshadows out there. That big eyeshadow palette that's like $280, I was like, that is completely insane. Like, I would never ever buy that. And then I walked into Sephora the other day and I bought this because it was so beautiful and it was $40. So, shows how much I stick to my guns when it comes to makeup. So anyway, I walked into the store, and after swearing up and down I would never buy a Natasha Denona shadow because they're so expensive, I saw this palette and I was just like, I have to have it. And the reason I felt like I had to have it was because of this color right here, which is kind of like a taupey, purpley color. And if you guys are getting to know me on my channel, you know that I am obsessed with cool tone shadows. I love cool tone shadows. If I had to pick one shadow like in the world to wear on my eyes every day, it would be like a cool taupey color with some kind of purpley undertones. I love that look on my eyes. And these two shadows right here, they're amazing. They're so beautiful. And I tried these on my hand. They're like butter. They swatch, they're almost like cream shadows. They swatch so beautifully and so amazingly. Also, I don't have anything like that in my shadow collection, so I decided just to try it for that. This is like downright glittery, but I still think that it's wearable. Like, if you just put it on the center of your eye, like, you can make it work, I think. I probably would not do that at work, even on the center of my eye, but I think that for like a weekend evening, I could totally just pop this gold on the center of my eye and it would look really, really pretty, even though it is like flat out glittery. And the shadows were just such amazing quality that I really did want to see if they were worth all the hype. You know, I did it for you guys. I didn't really do it for me. I did it to bring back information to my viewers. So that's what I'm gonna keep on telling myself. The next thing that I got is this Double Wear foundation. Believe it or not, I have never owned this. I have always worn the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. And I recently got a tester of this just to see how it would look, because I thought that the Double Wear Light applies really beautifully. The color that I currently have for my skin is a little bit light for my skin tone, and they have a greater color range for the original Double Wear. So I picked up this color in Bone, which is 1W1, and it is a wonderful foundation. I know everybody knows this, but for oily skin, you can't do better. And that's how I felt about the light version of it. And I feel even more so about the regular Double Wear version. By the end of the day, my skin is totally not shiny. It is totally not broken down. I still look pretty flawless. I was highly, highly impressed. The one thing that I did have to do when I have been applying this foundation is make sure that I'm really careful about blending around my nose so that it doesn't build up in that area. So what I did was I put a tiny bit of primer in that area, and then I just put a really, really light layer of this foundation there. And of course it stays all day, so it doesn't come off, and if you put just a really light layer, it doesn't cake up. So really, I'm enjoying that foundation. So I got the full size of it. And then I got this Tweezer Man eyeshadow, listen to me. I got this Tweezer Man eyelash curler, and I normally use the Mera eyelash curler, which I've really enjoyed. It was kind of expensive. I think it was maybe $28. And this one was $20, and I had seen it on Emily Noel's channel, and it said that it's specifically formulated for round eyes. I would probably say I have more almond shape eyes, but whenever I curl my lashes, I seem to miss this little outer portion. And so I thought that I would try this and see if it got those outer lashes a little better, but I've been trying it and it works exactly like the Mera one. I sometimes miss these outer lashes. So it's a really nice, sturdy eyelash curler. I definitely like it. I definitely prefer the ones that you can put your fingers in versus the ones that are just two little sticks. I feel like you have more control when you have this kind. So I like it. I'll keep it. I'll use it. When my Mera one needs to get tossed, I will definitely use that one. And then the next thing I picked up was, oh, this is really exciting. Okay, so I got two of the little Viseart palettes. One of them, by the way, one of my viewers sent me a little comment saying how to pronounce Viseart because I was thinking it was Viseart, and then she was like, she sent me like the pronunciation. So I think I'm pronouncing it right now, Viseart. So I decided to get this little palette, and I think it's the Cashmere palette. Let me verify for you. Yes, it's the Theory palette, the Cashmere palette. And look at these colors, you guys. They're so pretty. Look at these two at the bottom. Again, it goes back to my love for cool tone shadows, but I thought these were amazing. And I love these two also because they're brown, but they're not very red. And I do like red shadows on my eyes. I mean, I definitely have my share of red undertone brown shadows, and I think they look beautiful with like amber, kind of amber shadows around them. But this palette just like spoke to me. Like this is just like my everyday go-to palette. So I was really, really excited. These are full-size shadows. There are just 6 of them. What I really liked was that there are 3 matte and 3 shimmer, and I was gonna have a chance to try the Viseart shimmer shades because I have the cool mattes in the big palette, but obviously they're all mattes, and so I have never tried a Viseart shimmer palette, and I thought of buying one of the bigger palettes in just the shimmers, but this one actually spoke to me more than any of those did, so I just went ahead and got this. I've used it once and it turned out beautifully. I loved it. I put this in the crease, and then I went over this in the outer corner, and I put this in the center and this a little bit in the inner corner. It was absolutely gorgeous. Can't recommend this palette enough. Love it. And then I got the other little mini Viseart palette, which is called the Petit Pro palette. Somebody recommended this to me in a comment, and so I went ahead and checked it out. I haven't even taken the little, it's got a little plastic cover over it, and I haven't even taken that off yet. But look at these colors, you guys. They're amazing. Again, oh, I just stabbed it with my finger. Do you guys hate it when you do that? That is very upsetting. Okay, well now it's stabbed. But anyway, look at this palette, you guys. Look at this range of colors. This one and this one I love. The whole bottom palette is the whole bottom of the palette, these 4 shades, I would wear like every day. This palette is absolutely stunning. It's got like cool toned, it's got a couple of warm toned, but it's more cool toned. I think it's they're the 2 warmy shades right here, but the rest of it I think is more neutral to cool, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to wear it. If you guys want to look with this, tell me. You guys tell me what you want to look more with. The Viseart Theory palette, the Viseart Cashmere palette, or the Natasha Denona palette, and I will do a look for you guys with that. Let me know which one you want more. Then I got this Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Cava. Okay, I bought this before I had tested the shade out, swatched it, and I really did not care for this color, so I'm not even gonna swatch it for you guys because I'm gonna take it back. It's not used. It is this very pinky gray undertone lipstick, and I know that that is super in right now, like the lipsticks with the pinky gray undertones, but I swatched it on my hand and I just thought it was gonna make me look dead, you guys, so I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna return it, but if for whatever reason you have, I think if you had a warmer skin tone, this would actually work on you. I think those gray undertone pinks work on people who are a little less fair than me. I just think I'm too fair for gray undertone lipsticks because it just didn't look right when I swatched it in the store. I actually tried it on even in the store. Okay, the next thing I got was this Color Science Sunforgettable Powder. Now, what this is a broad spectrum SPF brush on sunscreen. So it's kind of like a powder that's got SPF 50 in it. And I thought that for the summer, this would be the greatest idea. You pull off the top, I haven't even tried it yet, but it's got a little rubber band around the brush, and you can carry it with you, and then through the day as your makeup kind of starts to wear off, you can just put it on your face, and not only are you blotting your makeup, but you're applying extra sunscreen, and I feel like that is amazing. So I am going to tell you guys what I think of it. I got the color Fair, and we'll see how that looks on me and how the brush dispenses, and I will get back to you guys and let you know. I got this little Sephora travel bag. Miss Gold Girl recommended this, and I thought it was a really good idea for travel. Not that I travel that much, but we travel every summer, so I thought this would be good to carry all my little items around with me. And then I got this Estee Lauder pencil. It comes in this box. I actually wanted to get this Estee Lauder eyeliner in this maroony brown color that they have, but it was sold out. So obviously it's all the rage right now. So I decided to get this color, which is more of a champagne-y goldy color. I thought it would be nice for my inner corner. And I actually tried it today when I did my eye look, and it looked good, but I don't think it looks as good as what I normally use in my corner almost every day, which is Mary Luminizer, which is a powder, not a pencil. It definitely stays. I swatched it on my hand last night. I let it set, and then it would not come off until I washed it off. So I think these are waterproof. I think they're super good quality pencils. I definitely didn't like the way that this looked on my eye as much as the Mary Luminizer, so I'll probably exchange it for the pencil that I originally wanted, which is kind of the maroonish, brownish eyeliner when they get that back in stock in store. The next thing I got was this aloe vera hand mask. And I've tried a couple of these hand masks. I really like them because I wash my hands so much at the hospital. My hands are usually insane. They're worse in the winter. I get like cracks and fissures all in my fingers and hands from the soap in the hospital. I was actually recently visiting my dermatologist, and she told me that if I used alcohol-based hand sanitizer, which they have on all the walls at the hospital, instead of hospital soap, my hands would fare better. And I've been doing that for the last 2 or 3 months. She was totally on the money. My hands have been so much better, like not cracking, not splitting. I would get like these tiny little fissures in my thumb, not getting any of those. So she gave me some really great advice, but I decided to get this hand mask anyway. And just to do that every now and again to get my hands back in better shape, because no matter what I'm putting on my hand, whether it's alcohol-based or hospital soap, it's very drying. And the next thing that I got was this Sephora color switch. I'm really excited to try this. This is a little container of cleanser that you wipe your brush off in without any water, and it cleans the color eyeshadow off that you are using so that you don't have to wash your brush. I think this is amazing for travel. I think it's gonna be amazing for me anyway, every day, because how often do we have time to wash our brushes? I usually wash my eyeshadow brushes like every 2 weeks, I would say. But lately I've been trying like lots and lots of different looks. I haven't been going to my same thing every day because I'm trying to come up with new looks to show you guys. And so I've been finding that I need to wash them more often. So I think this is gonna be super useful. Excited about that. Then I got this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and the color that I got is custard. It is the wrong color for me. I actually have not used this. I'm gonna return it, but when I was at Nordstrom recently, they gave me a sample, and it had custard and the shade lighter than it, and it turns out that the shade lighter than the custard is the one for me. I think it's called Vanilla. So I'm gonna exchange this for the correct color. This is too yellow for me. I need something that's paler. The reason that I like this concealer is because it's very thick. It's not something that I would wear under my eyes. I think it would crease, but I think it is gonna be awesome for blemishes or just little tiny imperfections that I wanna correct on my face. So that is really the purpose that I bought it for. I'll let you know when I buy the correct shade for me. Then I got this pencil, which is the Marc Jacobs pencil in Fine Wine. Again, I'm looking for something that was kind of like maroony, browny. But this looks really red to me, you guys. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. I didn't even try it on again because I think I'm gonna return it. Because look at, I'm waiting for my camera to focus for you. It is like pretty red. It doesn't look maroon to me. It looks straight up red to me. Well, not red, but more red than that Estee Lauder one looked online. So I think I'm gonna take this one back, and you know what? I'm gonna just try it because maybe it's not. Yeah, it's pretty red. Maybe I'll keep it and use it as an eyeliner. I mean a lip liner, excuse me. That's pretty red. I was really looking for something that is more on the maroon range, like maroony brownie. And this is pretty straight up red. Maybe I should keep this. I think I'll keep it for my lips. So, because I don't have anything like this in a lip liner. So that is that. And then what else did I get? I got this Marc Jacobs lip gloss, because you know I need more lip glosses. You know I'm like have a total lip gloss obsession, and you guys are gonna see in my favorites that I've been trying to use up some of my lip glosses that I already own, but I bought this one anyway. It is called Pretty Thing, and it is this beautiful pink and gold shimmery lip gloss. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick it up on my hand. I think this is the wrong color, you guys. I tried on one that in the store that looked different to this. This is just a light pink. It's really pretty. But that's not the one I thought I was getting, actually. The one that I thought I was getting was a tiny bit shimmery with like a little bit of gold in it. So I think I might have picked up the wrong color, amazingly. Pretty thing. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go back and see what I thought I was getting. Okay, on to the next thing. I got a little miniature Laura Mercier setting powder. They had that in the 100 point section. I thought that would be great for travel this summer. And then I got this little Altalier cologne. It smells so good, you guys. It smells like, oh my God, you guys. I just opened this and it like totally, it totally like spilled everywhere. It smells really good though, so my whole room is gonna smell beautiful. It's called Orange Sanguine. Okay, you guys are gonna like totally like be laughing at me right now because I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Orange Sanguine? Anyway, it smells absolutely stunning. I think this is one of the most stunning colognes or perfumes that I've smelled in a really long time. Something about it reminds me of my childhood, and it is just citrusy and maybe a teeny bit florally, but mostly citrusy, fresh, beautiful for the spring and summer months. So I'm really excited to wear this, and if I like it, I'm gonna get a full size. I wanted to show you guys 3 more things that I got that were not at the Sephora VIB sale. I get, because I'm platinum at Ulta, I get these Ulta 20% off coupons every now and again. And so I got 2 things from Ulta, and I also picked up 1 thing from the Dermstore to show you. So I got this little Sweethearts, what's it called? Sweethearts bronzer from Ulta. And the reason that I got this is because the Chocolate Soleil bronzer that I have from Too Faced is matte, and so I'm always wearing that when I want to bronze in the summer. This has a little bit of glow. It is not glittery whatsoever. It is like, it's got a tiny bit of a sheen. I don't know if you guys are going to pick that up, but it is more sheeny than my Too Faced matte bronzer, but not glittery and not shimmery. It's just got a little bit of a sheen, and I thought that would be really nice to warm up my face with over the summer. And then I got this Dandelion highlighter. And you know, you're gonna hear this again when you see my favorites video on Thursday, but I was watching somebody on YouTube talk about this, and they said, oh, it's got frank glitter in it and it is awful. As I look at it, I see that it may have had an overlay, but it is not a glittery highlighter. The highlighter itself is totally natural. I'm gonna put it on my hand here for you guys. It is beautiful and natural, and just, it reminds me of the Laura Geller Baked Vanilla highlighter, which is just the most natural highlighter. It's not a stroby highlighter. If you have fine lines, pores, anything like that, this may be a great option for you. So I highly recommend this. It is not glittery at all. The person that was referring to it may have been referring to an overlay that comes off as you use it. Lastly, from Dermstore ordered this Peptide Lip Therapy. And the reason that I ordered this is because Rodan & Fields has this lip peptide serum stuff that I've tried before that I thought was really nice, that's really good for plumping your lips, making sure that you don't look old as you age, and they're really expensive, and they come in little kind of pods. You rip off the little top and you put it on your lip, and it was super expensive. And so when I saw this Peptide Lip Therapy on Dermstore for like 20 bucks, I decided to try it and see how it worked, and I really love it. I've been wearing it every night. It is super moisturizing, super good for the lips. It's got you know, different lip peptides that are supposed to plump your lips. It doesn't sting or tingle or anything like that. But it's just very emollient, very hydrating. It's not petrolatum based. I cannot wear petrolatum based anything on my lips because I feel like it causes this cycle of dryness on my lips that I can never get ahead of. And I feel like it's decreasing the fine lines a little bit. I feel like it's plumping my lips a little bit. I think it probably has some hyaluronic acid in it. I'm not sure about that, but I'm guessing. I don't have the box with me right now, so I'm just looking at the back of the ingredients, and I don't see it, but I think it might. And I really recommend this. I think it's a great lip therapy if you were looking for a good lip therapy. And that wraps up my Sephora haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you guys picked up some really good, interesting things at the Sephora VIB sale. If there's something you particularly love, leave it in the comments below. I'm always interested to hear what other people bought that they love. And I really appreciate that you came to my channel today to watch this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have not subscribed, please do so and hit the little bell button next to it. It will alert you when I post new videos, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, guys.